Thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown us. At Head Hug, our mission is to make psychology and mental wellness accessible to everyone. And every time you watch, share, or comment, you help us bring that goal to life. So let's dive in. Have you ever seen what happens when you seal dry ice inside a bottle? As the carbon dioxide turns into gas, pressure slowly builds. Until, pop, the bottle explodes. And bottling up your emotions? It's a lot like that. The pressure might not be visible at first, but it's always rising. Eventually, if left unchecked, it bursts. But before we can release that pressure, we have to notice it's there. So here are 6 signs you might be bottling up your emotions and what that could mean for your mental health. 1. You rarely yell or cry, but small things make you explode. Let's say your partner accidentally breaks a cup while doing the dishes. You snap. Suddenly, you're filled with a surge of anger that feels bigger than the situation calls for. That kind of outburst can signal something deeper, maybe unresolved tension, frustration, or even hurt that you've pushed down for too long. A study by the University of Texas found that people who suppressed their emotional reactions to distressing film clips ended up acting more aggressively afterward. Bottling emotions doesn't make them go away, it just stores them for later, when they often show up stronger than before. 2. You distract yourself whenever you feel uncomfortable. Do you catch yourself scrolling aimlessly through social media or binge-watching shows just to avoid a nagging feeling in your chest? Whether it's hours of TV, smoking, drinking, or even oversleeping, these habits can be signs of emotional avoidance. They're quick escapes, temporary shields from thoughts and feelings we're not ready to face. 3. You feel like a different person when you're around others. In public, you might be upbeat, easygoing, even the funny one in the group. But in private, you feel numb, anxious, or worn out. Bottling up your emotions can create a gap between the person you show the world and the person you are inside. Over time, this disconnect can make you feel isolated, even from yourself. As activist Bryant McGill puts it, to know yourself is to love yourself. That includes every part of you, even the parts that feel messy, heavy, or vulnerable. 4. You feel uneasy around people who openly express emotions. If you were taught that crying is weak or that showing feelings is something to be ashamed of, then watching someone else cry or get emotional can feel uncomfortable. Maybe you don't know how to respond. Or maybe it reminds you of emotions you've been pushing away. Either way, emotional expression, yours or someone else's, can start to feel unsafe if you've spent years avoiding it. 5. You experience life from a distance. You're out with friends. Everyone's laughing and having fun. But you feel like you're watching the moment from the outside, like a spectator instead of a participant. This emotional detachment makes it harder to connect, not just with others, but even with your own joy. Bottling up sadness or anger also numbs happiness, love, and excitement. You deserve to feel the full range of what it means to be human. 6. You avoid confrontation and the emotions behind it. Maybe you tell yourself it's not worth the drama. Or you think, I'll just get over it. But over time, unspoken frustrations don't disappear. They sink deeper, turning into resentment or self-doubt. When you numb yourself to emotional discomfort, you also distance yourself from your own needs and from the chance to grow or heal. Psychologist Dr. Perpetua Neo calls emotions our first intel in a war. They're early messengers, here to show us when something's off and to guide us toward change. So, did any of these signs feel familiar? It's okay if they did. You're not alone, and recognizing them is already a step toward healing. If this video spoke to you, consider giving it a thumbs up or sharing it with someone who might need to hear it too. You can find all the sources and studies we mentioned in the description below. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell for more warm, thoughtful content from Head Hug. As always, thank you for watching. Take care of your heart, and we'll see you soon.